Welcome to quicktechie.com, Palo Alto Networks, Network Security Generalist Certification Training. Let's dive into next module.
WAN Optimization Concept. Okay, let's talk about the concept of WAN optimization. First, what is a WAN? WAN stands for Wide Area Network. This is the network that connects different distant locations, like connecting your company's main office to a branch office in another city, or connecting your office network to the internet and cloud services that are far away. Traffic over a WAN has to travel long distances, and this can sometimes make things slow. WAN optimization is a set of techniques to improve the performance and efficiency of traffic over a wide area network, WAN. Performance. This means making the traffic travel faster and reducing delays, latency. Efficiency. This means using the available network capacity, bandwidth, more smartly, often by sending less data overall. So, WAN optimization uses special methods to make sure that when data travels across those long distances on the WAN, it does so as quickly and using as little bandwidth as possible. It's like finding the fastest route and packing the data very tightly for a long journey. The main goal or aims of WAN optimization are to make applications feel faster for users in remote locations. If you have users in a branch office far from the main data center or the cloud application, they might experience delays when using applications like accessing files, using email, or loading web pages. WAN optimization works to reduce these delays and speed up the data transfer so that the application responds more quickly for those distant users. It makes the experience of using applications over the long-distance WAN connection feel more like they are using it locally. In simple terms, WAN optimization is a way to speed up and make the most efficient use of your long-distance network connections, so that applications work better for people who are not located near the servers or cloud services they are trying to reach. Techniques to improve performance and efficiency of traffic over a wide area network, WAN. Okay, let's focus on techniques to improve performance and efficiency of traffic over a wide area network, WAN. WAN optimization isn't just one single action. It's a set of special methods or techniques that are used together to make network traffic better when it travels over a long-distance wide area network, WAN. These techniques work to make two main things better. 1. Improve performance. This means making the traffic move faster across the WAN. When data has to travel a long way, there can be delays, latency, and sometimes data is lost, which slows things down. Optimization techniques try to reduce these delays and make the data transfer quicker. It's like finding a shortcut or making sure the trucks carrying data don't get stuck in traffic. 2. Improve efficiency. This means using the network capacity, bandwidth, more smartly. Bandwidth is like the size of the road. A bigger road can carry more traffic. WAN optimization techniques try to send less data overall across the WAN, or make better use of the available road space. This allows more applications and users to share the same WAN connection without it getting too crowded and slow. Examples of these techniques include data deduplication. If the same data is sent multiple times, like the same logo image on many web pages, the optimization system might only send it fully the first time. Subsequent times, it just sends a small reference, and the other end of the connection adds the data back. This sends less data over the WAN. Compression. Shrinking the size of the data before sending it, like zipping up files. This means the traffic takes up less bandwidth. Protocol acceleration. Speeding up specific chatty applications or network protocols, like file transfers, by making them more efficient over long distances. So, WAN optimization uses various clever techniques like reducing repeated data, shrinking data size, and speeding up application conversations to make the network traffic that travels across your long-distance WAN connections faster and use less bandwidth. Aims to make applications feel faster for users in remote locations. Okay, let's focus on the main goal of WAN optimization. Aims to make applications feel faster for users in remote locations. Think about your company having its main office in one city, but also having smaller branch offices in other cities, or employees who work from their homes far away. These employees are the users in remote locations. When these remote users try to use applications that are hosted far away, maybe an application on a server in the main office data center, or an application hosted in the cloud over the internet, the network traffic has to travel a long distance over the wide area network, WAN. Because of this long distance, there can be delays, latency, and limited speed compared to using an application that is right next to you. This makes the applications feel slow to the remote user. For example, clicking a button in an application might take several seconds to respond, or loading a document might take a long time. The main aim or purpose of WAN optimization techniques is specifically to fix this problem. They work to speed up the traffic and make it more efficient so that when the remote user uses an application, it feels faster to them. Feels faster means that from the user's perspective, the application responds more quickly. Actions they take happen almost instantly, files download or upload rapidly, and the overall experience of using the application is smoother and less frustrating, like using the application from a local, fast connection. So, even though the technical details involve complex network techniques, the core goal of WAN optimization is simple: to use those techniques to eliminate the feeling of slowness that users in distant locations experience when accessing applications over the long-distance WAN. Prisma SD WAN implementation. Okay, let's explain how Prisma SD WAN implementation works to optimize network traffic. Prisma SD WAN is the Palo Alto Networks solution that puts the concept of WAN optimization into practice. It sits at different locations, like your branch offices, and uses smart technology to handle the traffic going over the long-distance network, the WAN. One way it optimizes is by using special methods like data deduplication, compression, and protocol acceleration. Data deduplication is like having a shared dictionary. If the same piece of data, like a company logo, is sent many times, Prisma SD WAN recognizes it and only sends a small reference instead of the full data each time after the first. Compression is like packing data into a smaller box for shipping, reducing the amount of data that needs to travel across the WAN links. Protocol acceleration speeds up the conversations that specific applications have over the network, making them less chatty and more efficient over long distances. These techniques reduce the amount of data and make the traffic flow faster. Another key part of Prisma SD WAN is that it intelligently steers traffic over the best available network links. Unlike old systems that might just use one expensive connection, Prisma SD WAN can use multiple different types of connections you have at a location, such as a traditional high-quality private line, MPLS, cheaper regular internet lines, broadband, or even mobile connections, like 5G. It constantly checks the quality of all these links, speed, delay, reliability, and intelligently, smartly, decides which link is the best one to send each specific type of application traffic over at that moment. For example, it might send a video call over a link with low delay and send email traffic over a different, less critical link. Importantly for security, Prisma SD WAN works on traffic encrypted with TLS, SSL, like secure HTTPS website traffic, through integration with the SASE security stack. Even when your data is encrypted for privacy, Prisma SD WAN can still apply optimization techniques. This is possible because it's tightly integrated with the Palo Alto Networks SASE security services. The SASE security platform can handle the decryption and re-encryption needed not only for security inspection but also to allow the SD-WAN to see inside the traffic to optimize it effectively, without compromising security or privacy. In summary, Prisma SD WAN implements WAN optimization by using techniques to reduce data volume and speed up conversations, smartly choosing the best path for different types of traffic across multiple available connections, and doing this even for encrypted traffic thanks to its integration with cloud security. Uses methods like data deduplication, compression, and protocol acceleration. Okay, let's explain how Prisma SD WAN speeds up and makes your long-distance network traffic more efficient by using specific tricks or methods. Prisma SD WAN uses methods like data deduplication, compression, and protocol acceleration. These are techniques applied to the actual network traffic as it passes through the Prisma SD WAN device at your location. 1. Data deduplication. Imagine sending a large document with the same company logo on every page. Normally, the network would send the data for that logo over and over for every page. Data deduplication is like the Prisma SD WAN recognizing, hey, I've sent this logo data before. It stores a copy of the data and, for future pages, instead of sending the full logo data again, it sends a small pointer or reference back to where the data is stored. The Prisma SD WAN on the other end sees the pointer and adds the original data back. This significantly reduces the amount of repeated data sent across the expensive WAN link. 2. Compression. This is like taking a large file and making it smaller, like zipping a file on your computer. Prisma SD WAN can compress the data in your network traffic before sending it over the WAN. A smaller amount of compressed data travels faster and uses less bandwidth than the original large data. The device on the other side uncompresses it. 3. Protocol acceleration. Some applications and network conversation methods, protocols, are very chatty, meaning they send lots of small messages back and forth, which can be slow over long distances with delays. Protocol acceleration techniques speed up these conversations. Prisma SD WAN can understand specific application protocols and make them more efficient for the WAN, reducing the number of back-and-forth steps needed. This makes applications that use these protocols respond much faster. By using these methods, not sending the same data repeatedly, shrinking data size, and speeding up application conversations, Prisma SD WAN reduces the amount of traffic and the time it takes to cross the WAN, making things much more efficient. Intelligently steers traffic over the best available network links, MPLS, broadband, 5G. Okay, let's focus on intelligently steers traffic over the best available network links, MPLS, broadband, 5G. Imagine your branch office needs to send network traffic, like data for different applications, to the main office or the cloud. You might have several different internet connections available at that branch office. Maybe you have a traditional private connection, like MPLS, a regular public internet connection, like broadband from your local internet provider, and even a mobile connection, like 5G. Each of these is a different network link, a different pathway the traffic can take. In the past, you might just use one main connection for everything, or maybe divide traffic simply. But some links might be faster, some might be more reliable, and their quality can change throughout the day, like rush hour traffic. Different types of applications need different things from the network. A video call needs low delay, but downloading a large file might just need high speed. Prisma SD WAN is smart. It doesn't just send all traffic down one road. It intelligently steers traffic. It makes a smart decision about which path or link is the best one for each specific piece of application traffic right now. It constantly checks the quality and performance of all your available network links, like your MPLS, broadband, and 5G connections. It knows which links are fast, which have low delay, which are reliable at that moment. It also understands what each application needs, like voice traffic needs very low delay. Then, it steers, directs, the traffic for each application over the link that is currently the best match for that application's needs. For example, it might send critical video conference traffic over the link with the lowest delay, even if it's not the fastest overall, while sending less critical email traffic over a cheaper broadband link. If one link becomes slow or unreliable, Prisma SD WAN can automatically and intelligently switch the traffic to a better link without interrupting the application. So, intelligently steers traffic over the best available network links, means Prisma SD WAN uses its smart capabilities to choose the most suitable network connection from the ones you have, like MPLS, broadband, 5G, etc., for each type of application traffic, based on the current performance of those connections. Works on traffic encrypted with TLS, SSL through integration with the SASE security stack. Okay, let's focus on works on traffic encrypted with TLS, SSL through integration with the SASE security stack. You know that much of today's internet traffic is encrypted for security, using methods like TLS, SSL. This is what makes your connection secure when you see HTTPS in a website address. This encryption scrambles the data, like putting it in a sealed box, so others can't read it. Normally, Security or optimization systems can't do much with traffic inside a sealed, encrypted box unless they can open it. But Prisma SD WAN has a special capability. It works on traffic encrypted with TLS, SSL. This means even when you're web browsing, cloud application access, or other traffic is secured by encryption, Prisma SD WAN can still apply its WAN optimization techniques, like compression or intelligent steering, to it. How is this possible? It happens through integration with the SASE security stack. SASE, Secure Access Service Edge, is a modern security approach often delivered from the cloud. The Palo Alto Networks SASE platform includes powerful security functions, one of which is typically the ability to decrypt encrypted traffic, like SSL forward proxy, for security inspection, looking for malware, checking URLs, etc. Because Prisma SD WAN is tightly integrated, connected and working closely together with this SASE security stack, the SASE security service can open the encrypted traffic. Once it's decrypted for security purposes, Prisma SD WAN can also see the traffic and apply its optimization methods before the SASE stack re-encrypts it to send it on its way. So, this means Prisma SD WAN's optimization benefits aren't limited to old, unencrypted traffic. Through its connection with the SASE cloud security functions, it can handle and improve the performance and efficiency of the secure, encrypted traffic that makes up most of internet communication today, without sacrificing the privacy that encryption provides. Benefits of WAN optimization. Okay, let's talk about the good things you gain from using WAN optimization. These are the benefits of WAN optimization. Remember that WAN optimization uses techniques to make network traffic travel faster and more efficiently over long distances. What does this actually give you? 1. Reduces bandwidth usage costs. Network connections that cover long distances, like dedicated lines between offices or high-speed internet connections, can be expensive, especially the more bandwidth you need, like needing a wider road for more traffic. WAN optimization techniques, such as data deduplication and compression, reduce the amount of data that actually needs to be sent across those expensive links. By sending less data, you need less bandwidth. Needing less bandwidth means you can potentially pay for smaller, cheaper connections or get more out of your existing connections. So, it directly helps reduce the costs associated with paying for network capacity over the WAN. 2. Improves application performance for branch offices and remote users. This goes back to the main goal of WAN optimization. Because the traffic is traveling faster and more efficiently, applications run better. They respond more quickly, file transfers are quicker, and waiting times are reduced. This is particularly important for branch offices, smaller offices far from the main location, and remote users, employees working from home or elsewhere. They experience a noticeable improvement in how quickly their applications work when connecting over the WAN. 3. Enhances overall user experience over distributed networks. This is the combined result of the first 2 points. When applications are faster and more responsive, and the network feels quicker and more reliable, people are happier and can work more effectively. They spend less time waiting and dealing with slow systems. This improvement in how smooth and quick using the network feels is called an enhanced overall user experience. This benefit is important for companies with distributed networks spread across many different locations, as it helps all employees, regardless of where they are located, have a good experience when using company resources or cloud applications. So, the benefits are saving money on network connections, making applications run faster for people far away, and generally making the network easier and quicker for everyone to use, leading to happier and more productive employees. Reduces bandwidth usage costs. Okay, let's focus on one of the main benefits of WAN optimization. Reduces bandwidth usage costs. Think of your network connection over a long distance, your WAN, like a road that carries network traffic, data. The bandwidth of the connection is like how wide the road is, how much data it can carry at one time. When you need to send a lot of data over long distances, you need a wider road, meaning you need more bandwidth. Network providers usually charge you based on how much bandwidth you need, or how much data you send. So, needing more bandwidth or sending lots of data over a WAN can become quite costly. WAN optimization techniques, like the ones Prisma SD WAN uses, data deduplication, compression, are designed to make the traffic more efficient. This means they reduce the actual amount of data that needs to travel across that expensive long-distance connection. For example, if the same company file is accessed many times by different people in a branch office, WAN optimization can send the full file only once. For all subsequent accesses, it might only send a small message saying, "Get the file you already saw," instead of sending the entire file again. Or, it shrinks the size of data using compression before sending it. Because the WAN optimization system sends less data across the WAN link, you don't need as much road space, bandwidth. You can send the same amount of useful information using a smaller or less expensive connection than you would without optimization. So, by making your network traffic more efficient and sending less data over the long distances, WAN optimization directly helps to reduce the costs you pay for using that network bandwidth. You get more out of the connection you have, or you can buy a smaller connection for the same amount of work. Improves application performance for branch offices and remote users. Okay, let's focus on the benefit of WAN optimization described as improves application performance for branch offices and remote users. Imagine your company has a main office and several smaller offices far away, called branch offices. You also have employees who work from home or other distant places. These are your remote users. These users need to access applications, data, and services that might be located far away, maybe in the main office data center or hosted in the cloud over the internet. The network traffic between these users in distant locations and the applications travels over the long-distance wide area network, WAN. When traffic travels over a WAN, it can face delays, latency, and might have limited speed, bandwidth. These factors can make using applications feel slow for the remote users. For example, opening a document saved on a server at the main office might take a long time for someone in a branch office. Using a cloud-based application might feel sluggish for a remote worker. Video calls could freeze or have poor quality due to delays. WAN optimization directly addresses these issues. By using techniques that speed up traffic and make better use of the available network connections, like reducing the amount of data sent or choosing the best path, it improves application performance. This means that for branch offices and remote users, the applications they use over the WAN start to behave more like they are running locally. Documents open quickly. Cloud applications respond rapidly. Video calls are smoother with less delay. The firewall or SD-WAN device implementing WAN optimization, like Prisma SD WAN, makes the long-distance journey of the data more efficient, resulting in applications that function faster and more reliably from the perspective of the user located far away. It eliminates the frustrating feeling of slow applications caused by the limitations of the WAN. Enhances overall user experience over distributed networks. Okay, let's focus on the last benefit. Enhances overall user experience over distributed networks. We know that WAN optimization makes network traffic faster and more efficient over long distances, especially for remote locations like branch offices or home workers. The user experience is basically how it feels for the person using the network and the applications. A bad user experience is when things are slow, applications freeze, video calls are choppy, file transfers take forever, and the network feels unreliable or frustrating to use. A good user experience is when applications respond quickly, things load fast, communication is smooth, and the network feels dependable. A distributed network is a network that is spread out geographically. This means a company has its network resources, like servers or cloud applications, and its users located in many different places, not just one main building. Branch offices and remote workers are typical parts of a distributed network. When you implement WAN optimization, the result of speeding up traffic and making it more efficient means that users in all those different locations on your distributed network get a better network performance. Applications that felt slow now feel much faster. The delays are reduced, and the connection feels more reliable. This leads to an enhanced overall user experience. Enhanced means improved or made better. Because the network connection across long distances is optimized, all the employees, regardless of whether they are in the main office, a branch office, or working from home, have a more consistent, quicker, and less frustrating experience when using company applications and resources. They can work more productively, spend less time waiting for things to load, and feel less disconnected from the resources they need. The network feels faster and smoother for everyone using it across the different locations. So, WAN optimization doesn't just improve technical numbers like speed. Its ultimate result is making the network feel better and more responsive for all the people using it in all the different places your company operates.